welcome! This is Qi Pao, a traditional Chinese dress. People usually wear this during a very important festival. How do I look? I hope you like it. So today we are celebrating a very important festival together, the Mooncake Festival. I'm a big fan of Mooncake Festival. Every year I bought tons of mooncake, at least a couple boxes. That's equivalent to 10 to 20 mooncakes that I eat every year. And this was one of the years when I was eating mooncakes. And I always wish every day is the Mooncake Festival. And today I prepare 5 different flavors of mooncake, so we will celebrate this together. And of course, usually you eat mooncake together with the tea, so I prepare some tea as well. I don't have the traditional Chinese tea, but I bought a bubble tea, milk tea from one of the shops around, pretty cool with a can cover. And this one, I prepare some English tea as well. It's an English style teacup. So I'm going to show you one by one what I have for today. This one is Qi brand traditional milk mooncake, and this one is from Hong Kong. And they have 4 mooncake in one box. It's the Lotus filling with some yolk. It's sweet flavor. I cheated a little bit. I ate one yesterday, so I only have 2 left here. I'm gonna to finish that today. And the second one is also from Hong Kong. It's a Meixin brand, snowskinmooncake. Can you see this? So they have like 4 different flavors. I also cheated it a little bit. I ate the matcha one, the peanut butter one. So today I only have the chocolate one and the cookies and cream flavor left today that I share with you. So it looks like this. Yep. Okay. So the 4th one I have is the matcha flavor one. I got from one of the local shop around. I like matcha, that's why I got this flavor. I think it will be good. And this one is not so traditional of a mooncake, but Taiwanese kind of consider that as a mooncake. And it's also Lotus paste with some yolk inside. I also get it from one of the bakery around. So now we can start cutting the mooncake together while doing a little chit chat. Let's start by clicking the like and subscribe button below. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. So now they're all laid out nicely on a plate. We'll do it one by one, okay? So now we are all set. You see, got the Lotus paste one, the traditional one, snowskin, chocolate flavor. And this one, cookies and cream. This one, matcha flavor, and the Taiwanese one. So last week I did a little survey on Instagram. I asked my follower if they ever tried mooncake before. And I think a couple hundred of them responded, and probably around 46% of the people said they never tried mooncake. So I thought it would be interesting for me to tell you a little bit about mooncake and the festival, Mid-Autumn Festival. I usually just call it Mooncake Festival, but I think the official name is Mid-Autumn. Mid-Autumn Festival is celebrated by most of the Asian population. It's one of the biggest festivals in China. In Vietnam, it's also huge as well. In Korea, I think they call it Chuseok. And in Japan, they have a different name called Otsukimi or Tsukimi. So Tsuki means moon and Mi means to see. So Otsukimi means to see the moon. And of course, the O is more of the polite form in Japanese. So the festival is really popular in most of the Asian countries, and it's usually held on the 15th day of the 8th month of lunar calendar. And that's corresponding to mid-September to early October in terms of the Western time frame. And I think this year falls on October 1st. So it's just in a few days. And usually the mooncake are being made and sold just 1 month before the festival. And normally we don't see the mooncake on the market until the festival time, but I think nowadays there are more and more variety of mooncake being sold. So occasionally you can see the mooncake are being sold in those mom and pop shop, but in a very small quantity, not like a mass amount where you can see in the supermarkets. So let's have the traditional one first. I've been eating this one in the past couple of days because I really like mooncake. I just eat it as a dessert or breakfast, sometimes lunch. It's actually a lot of calories, so don't eat too much of this. And I just cut it into like 4 pieces for each of the mooncake. Nowadays the markets like there are more and more of the white lotus paste. I don't enjoy the white lotus paste that much. I still like the very traditional simple one. In fact, I don't even like the yolk. But nowadays, all the mooncakes got yolk inside. So it's kind of hard to find the one that without the yolk. That's why I just bought this one with the yolk. It's really good. It's slightly sweeter than what I like, but I enjoy the simple and the traditional one. When I say the traditional lotus, you can see right here, it's kind of like black color if it's traditional. The white lotus is actually getting more and more popular, so you get to see a lot more white lotus on the market than the black traditional one. So second one, let's try the snow skin one. They all look very similar to me. So I just like cut it. Not sure if this one is cookies and cream or if it's the chocolate one. I can tell because they look very similar to me. But it's really good. It's one of the best brands for snow skin. Chinese started celebrating harvest during the full moon since Shang Dynasty. That was like 1600 BC. But it's only gaining more popularity during the Tang Dynasty. And the festival is occasion for family members and friends get together, reunion. And you can see the mooncake is always round shape, and round shape in Chinese culture is completeness and unity. So by eating a round mooncake means like the family is complete and harmony and unity reunion. That's why it's always round. And they always have a lot of various different type of activities. This one is the snow skin. It's made of the sticky rice flour, so you can feel a little bit of chewiness when you eat the skin. And this kind of snow skin mooncake is usually served chilled. Let's try the second flavor of the snow skin mooncake. And usually during the festival, there are a lot of activities, like people are burning incense to pray for one of the godness, Chang'e, related to the moon. And there are performance of dragons and lion dances, which is mainly practiced in southern China. They're also lighting up and carrying lanterns, and people write riddles on the lanterns and let people guess the answer. And there are also a lot of nuances in terms of the celebration practice in different parts of Asia and also even within different parts of China. And even the mooncake flavor differ a lot. From my personal experiences spending time in the northern part of China like Beijing, to Shanghai, the middle part, to southern China like Canton, Hong Kong, and of course like Taiwan, Singapore, they all have their own style of mooncake. So in Beijing, people like the nuts flavor, and it's kind of like sweet and salty. It's not just sweet or just salty. I don't personally like nuts that much, so I don't enjoy that kind of flavors of mooncake. And in Shanghai, they have something completely different. It's a little bit more like baked bun or baked pastry with meat inside. And that's more like salty type of mooncake. It's something very funny was in 2018 and 2019, I spent a lot of time working in Shanghai. I went to one of the shops in Xintiandi, I think it's in Xintiandi, where they have like a street of souvenir shops and snack shop. I can buy like different pastry, buns, and whatever. Then I asked for a mooncake, then they give me a bun, and I was like, wait, I'm buying a mooncake. Why did you give me a bun? And they said, oh, this is mooncake. You asked for mooncake, right? And I said, yes. And they said, this is our mooncake. So I was kind of shocked that in Shanghai, the mooncake is something with a bun. But that was pretty funny to me. So it was a cultural shock. And in Hong Kong, the type of mooncake are more of what the foreigners know of, which is this type, the traditional lotus type, the sweet kind of dessert type. And nowadays, they've got more and more popularities among this snowskin one. So two very famous brands is Meixin and Taiwan, and I think the Taiwan one is better. I had Taiwan before. It's been very long time, so I don't quite remember it anymore. Speaking of snowskin, let's try this one first. The cookies and cream. Yeah, this you have to put it in fridge, and it doesn't taste good if it's warm. That's why it's called snowskin. And in Taiwan, I think it's a little bit more like bakery and pastry, and they make it fancier with like taro filling, green bean, mung bean, various different type. I enjoy the Taiwanese one. It's more like a dessert to me. Some people in Taiwan consider this as mooncake and some people don't. But I think that mooncake has becoming more and more of a broader concept of things, and Taiwan just make it fancier and fancier. And so I consider this as the mooncake in Taiwan. This one is really nice. Yeah. It's the same type of lotus paste as this one that I had earlier. And I told you that I like the black traditional type of lotus. So the Taiwanese one used the same type. I think they have two. One is using the red bean paste and the other as the lotus paste. I like both. The red bean is also really good. And today the one I got here is the red bean one. This thing is really hard to eat and eat. It's kind of like, because it's the pastry and flaky and kind of fall apart. Now I've eaten half of each of this. Then I'm gonna eat the last one, which is the matcha one of my favorite flavor. Then I'll come back to finish the rest. That's the plan. Do you guys like mooncakes, by the way? Comment below. Let me know what kind of mooncake flavors you have in your country or your city. And you guys know I've lived in Singapore for a while. And in Singapore, they have a very Southeast Asia specific flavor, which is the pandan. The pandan is like a type of plant in Southeast Asia. It's kind of look like this too, like green color. It's got a very unique flavor. I don't think you can find it anywhere else in the world, but in Southeast Asia, the pandan one. One of the most famous places is Raffles Hotel, 5-star hotel in Singapore, very expensive hotel, and they make it very delicate and also snow skin type of mooncake, but the snow skin one is actually originally from Hong Kong. So the last one, we're going to try the matcha one. This one is a little bit expensive. It's got a lava filling inside, you can see. I'll let you see closer. Yeah, so this is the lava filling matcha flavor mooncake. I think this one is a little bit hard. I think it's supposed to be a little bit softer because it's no skin type of mooncake. So I think if they can make it softer, it would be better. And it's a little bit too sweet as well. Matcha flavor can be stronger. Yes, matcha is supposed to be a little bit bitter. So if it's not bitter, they put too much sugar. So it covers the entire matcha flavor. And since it's a little bit too sweet, I'm gonna to drink some milk tea to cover the sweetness. This milk tea is actually very bitter. I asked them to make the tea very, very strong. That's how I usually like the milk tea. It's got a lot of caffeine in it, but it can compensate very well with the sweetness that I just had. Now I go back to finish the rest of the mooncake. So early years in the US, Mooncake Festival was not that well known. And it just gained popularities in the recent years, especially in a city with a lot of Chinese populations. San Francisco is a city that started the Mooncake Festival celebration earliest since like 1991, and then followed by like Chicago, LA, New York. I think New York just recently started, like the recent couple of years. You see, I make a mess every time I eat this. It's so flaky that it's falling apart everywhere. Now I'm almost done with the mooncake. I'll take a closer look for you using this camera so you can see how it looks on a closer look. Almost finished the milk tea, and you see I still have so many bakeries out there. I usually eat a lot of bakery every day. So I constantly have like a dozen of bakeries at home. But anyway, these are all my mooncake. There's another mukbang video that I did about the 2x Korean spicy ramen challenge. Check it out if you're interested in. Let me know if you want me to do more mukbang video. And don't forget to click like and subscribe button below. If you're interested in my book, check out my website, thecrazykoala.com, under the tab My Book, and my coaching website, kksuccess.com. Happy Mooncake Festival! I wish you and your family healthy and happy. And 中秋节快乐! I'll see you at the comment section. So let's take a closer look. And this is the traditional Lotus paste one from Hong Kong, Kiwa. And this is the 4 in a box. And this one is from another Hong Kong brand, Meixin, and they're famous for the snow skin. And I've got the cookies and cream and this chocolate flavor. So I put it over here. And this one usually served with chill. And this one is the matcha flavor one. And this one is another Taiwanese style mooncake with lotus paste. And of course we got the milk tea ready.